Right, welcome back to a new episode. I feel like I've done what I can. Subframes, running gear, etc. I still have bits to do, don't get me wrong. You know, I still have bits to do, but I've got to the point where I've got bored now of doing all that, because it's just cleaning, hammer writing, and it's getting really boring. So what I need to do is all that. I need to get it out of here. Need to get that out. We're okay down here. That's all still parts. There's loads of bits in there. That's full of bits. That's full of bits. There's bits everywhere. So what I really want to do is start getting the car unmasked, because I've got the wax oil now. So I want to do some wax oiling and start putting the brake line in. So the brake line's there. Fuel line. I don't know what I'm talking about. So there's my fuel line, and there are all my brake lines that are on the back of the garage door. So I want to start doing that. I have to do that because otherwise I smash my head on it. So I want to start doing stuff like that, and I want to start putting fuel lines in, brake lines, get the subframes in. The subframes are in my kitchen now. Wife's not happy, but there's nothing I can do about it. They'll come back in here when I've moved the car around. So I need to get everything out, set the car up, and then I'm going to get my son and I'm going to get my daughter. They're not happy about it, but I need them, so I've got to pick the back of the car up, put the axle stands on. Two of us pick the front of the car up, and I'm going to get my daughter to run the pallet from underneath the car. So I'm going to get her to get the pallet, pull it out, and then get the axle stands under the car. And then we can leave it on axle stands. I've got rubber tops for the axle stands, so that it's not going to sit on the metal. It'll sit on a rubber bung that sits on top of the axle stands. And then I can start putting these fuel lines back in. So I'm going to put you on time lapse, and we're going to get this car off onto that. Get it onto axle stands. Alright, so time lapse now. Right, let's move it. Right, axle stands, they're out. Just need to get that off that pallet now. Right, so you'll just have to watch your feet, because he's going to have to pull that pallet.
Keep your feet.
Are you ready? Right, we're off the pallet. The pallet is now in there somewhere, and we are on our axle stands. So now I can start putting stuff on underneath. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wax oil. I'm going to wax oil it first. Look at the colour on that, it looks pretty good, that. I've not seen the car for 2, 3 months, 4 months. be able to get fuel lines and everything under there. And once I've got the subframes in, I'll put the axle stands on the subframes. So I'm gonna get it all wax oiled now. I don't know how much I'm gonna film, we'll see. I'm gonna tell you, it's really cold. So yesterday it were like frosty, but today it's throwing it down and it's really windy, and today it feels colder than it was yesterday, even though it's 3 degrees in here now, and it were what, 2 or 3 yesterday. It's freezing, so I've got loads of layers of clothes on. But what we're doing today is, I've done some wax oiling. I need to buy a cloth, like a cloth just to put over the paintwork, then I can drag that cover over. I've got some of the grandparents old bedding, so that just protects the paint when I've got this thing over the top of it. Don't really like leaving those covers on, so I'll leave that up there. What I want to do, I kept banging my head on there. What I want to do is start getting the fuel line in. I've found the old cable for the brake kit, the old battery cable. Now I know that I don't have to put that battery cable in until both subframes are in, so they go over the top of them, whereas the fuel line, brake line go underneath them, because I remember taking them off when I'd finished stripping it. But what I want to do is, this attaches to the I think it goes, this attaches to the subframe, so I need to get those off, because if I can save this, it'd be brilliant. Get rid of that old bolt, and what I can see is that these are the sizes I've got, so everything on the back of it is all Imperial. So I've got my cheaper versions as well, and like I said, they're my work ones, they're just my cheap set. These are really good. The reason why these are good is that it's got that on, and when I'm doing stuff and I can't get to it really easy, and I've got a ratchet on it, so those are really good. Those are Mac tools. So what I want to do is use that. When I took those off, that's the one that goes through the full car. So when I took them off, I didn't have this with me, and I just cut the thing off, whereas now I reckon I can heat it up and get them out. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I want to get underneath the car with the fuel line, and let's see how much room I've got under that car. You know, I've just heated that up, and it's amazing what a little bit of heat does. Now if I'd have known that 4 years ago, I wouldn't have broke that line. It's getting a new one anyway, but I would have been able to measure it out a little bit better. But that came off really nice and easy. Just came out lovely. I do apologise for the lighting. I think I'm going to have to sort something else on. I'm going to have to go to the back of the car to make sure that the wires go into the car, or the pipes go into the car, should I say. This isn't easy. I know where those two pipes go. They go into the top of the injector. I don't know where that one goes. Let me get the torch. So what I need to do is get new ones of those clamps. So some of those haven't clamped on properly. So that one's clamped on nicely. I've got the cover ready to go back on. That one's clamped on nicely, I think. But those two there, they won't go on for some reason. So we must try something else. Alright. Oh, first thing back on, apart from that there. Apart from the VIN plate. This is the second bit coming back on then. Right, I think that's coming to end at the episode now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one when I'll have that fitted properly, and I'm going to start one of the brake lines, the one from back to front, to go to the union that's at the back. So it's absolutely throwing it down outside, and it's a little cold outside, so I'm leaving it there, and I'm going to sort something out for this. For those, can you see the light is and I'm going to sort out some lighting as well. So those down at those two in the middle, that one fits okay. There is it, that one fits okay, but that one down there, those two down there, the back one fits okay as well. So I'm going to get some proper lighting. I can't do filming in here, it's too hard. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll definitely see you on the next one.